Welcome back, friends, fellows, fantastic members of the MetaFan Argos Anonymous. It finally happened. We knew this day would come. MetaZoo has broken San Diego Comic-Con. They've got the fire marshal there. They have San Diego Comic-Con staff capping the lines, relocating giveaways because of the astronomical size of the crowds. They're having to navigate all the convention pathways to try and make it so you can still get through and get to areas and make it safe despite the overwhelming demand for the MetaZoo Hello Kitty promos. It's insane. So MetaZoo's having to modify their behaviors. Thursday, as I expected, as I predicted from the last MetaZoo Hello Kitty video that we put out, was just the warm-up. Things have only gotten wilder. Here's some footage from the Comic-Con that is on a guy named Bailey, his account, previously known as Live Poke Auctions. He's there at the Comic-Con collecting video. This is from his Instagram account, but it really shows just a little bit of the flavor from yesterday to give you an idea of what's going on at the San Diego Comic-Con and what we're having to deal with. So what we've seen now today, to expand upon that, is MetaZoo announced in their Discord. So that footage was from Friday, okay? After people kind of warmed up to this on Thursday. Friday, they started getting the fire marshal there. They started dispersing crowds and capping lines. Now, MetaZoo announced today, they do appreciate the overwhelming support and excitement for the MetaZoo Sanrio collaboration. Thank you so much for coming to see us. At this time, we've been told by security and the CCI, which I assume is the people helping, running San Diego Comic-Con, that they have to cancel their 11:30 giveaway due to the overwhelming demand and the crowd at and around the booth. Basically a safety hazard because the crowd is so large. And so they're having to relocate the giveaway and limit the number of cards they're giving away to limit the amount of time people are assembled. So they're telling people to stay tuned regarding future giveaways, okay? Now they're showing people the time and locations of the future giveaways and how it's going to work. You'll get a wristband. Please queue at the entrance. Basically, they're telling them that the crowd is so big, you have to take it outside, which is fantastic. Now, we've seen some interesting comments. Now, most people get it. This is because people are really excited about this. And what a cool thing that MetaZoo has put together such a successful presence at San Diego Comic-Con. I mean, just imagine if you had no idea what MetaZoo was and you're walking through Comic-Con and you're there for like some Nintendo thing, some random thing, and you see that amount of chaos encircling a MetaZoo booth. I mean, you're going to remember the word MetaZoo, and then maybe you go to a Target and you see it again. You go to a Walmart and you see it again, a Barnes & Noble, and you see it again. The Topps website, you see it here and there, and then it starts to stick after a while. And that's the whole point of this, right? Is to draw a spectacle and draw a crowd. What a successful moment for MetaZoo to have done that. Interesting thing I saw, once again, dredging through the fjords of Facebook and social media comments. There's every now and then a person who's like, no, these aren't MetaZoo fans. It's all flippers. It's flippers flipping to flippers. It's a flipper party. But honestly, it's common sense that there has to be demand for something for flippers to have anything to do. A flipper's not going to sell a promo to a flipper, right? And if you're giving away thousands of promos in a weekend and 100 show up on eBay, or if you're giving away 5,000 promos in a weekend, split 8 ways among all these different cards, or however many it is, I don't know the total number, and you see a few hundred show up on eBay, yeah, that's some flippers, but it's pretty clear that the majority of people are just getting there to keep the promo, and they're either a Hello Kitty fan or a MetaZoo fan, and like there's a certain percentage that are flippers, and they're providing promos to MetaZoo fans and Hello Kitty fans that aren't able to be at San Diego Comic-Con, and that's how Comic-Cons work. That's how these things work. Not everybody can go to these events, but they still want the limited exclusives. And that's the service per se flippers provide. They provide liquidity in the marketplace. And so, it's the only time I would get bothered by the amount of flippers would be if you're there at the event and you're not able to get a promo because you got 50 people in front of you that are just trying to sell the card on eBay, even though I think that would be an over-representation. I think most people are actually going to keep the promo because we haven't seen thousands of promos show up on eBay. We've just seen a few hundred, right? And there's thousands of people picking these promos up. So stands to reason they're not all flippers, right? But I'm not at San Diego Comic-Con. I'm not there. You understand? I rely on someone else picking up the promo and selling it online so that I can get it, because I want the cards, but I couldn't go to San Diego Comic-Con. And just think about the cost involved. For me to go, I would have had to buy a plane ticket, pay for a hotel, pay for the tickets, be there for several days. The cost is actually quite significant, right? And then there's food because you're traveling, you're eating out, all that other stuff, right? And then maybe the time away. Do I have to take time off work? That costs me money too. And so it's actually significantly cheaper for me to buy the promo cards from a flipper or someone who got some extras than it is for me to go to the event. So it's weird to be super anti-flipper because they're part of an ecosystem that feeds these high demand promos to people who can't be there. And it's cool. I mean, I'm appreciative in some way that someone is able to get me the promos that I couldn't get. And I know a lot of people are relying on those people as well. And if there's a few more flippers, it drives the price down and it becomes more accessible. Although in this case, demand has remained exceedingly high. Take a look at these sold listings. Okay, so as of this moment, despite the fact that there are a lot of promos for the MetaZoo Sanrio collaboration that are showing up on eBay, there are a lot of them. There's a huge volume of sales coming through, and the average price is still, a little bit under $100. Like we have $49, $75. There's $109 for Hello Kitty herself. We have sales all day. There's $125. Looks like for, what is that, Choco Cat. $115 for Choco Cat. This is all just today, and at the time of this recording, there's still several hours left in today. So we just have, gosh, how many is that? Dozens of sales. 50. 60, oh my gosh. And now we're into yesterday, probably 100 sales yesterday, 100 sales Friday. When you see this, hundreds of Hello Kitty MetaZoo promo sales. Wow, we're still in just yesterday, and now we're into the 20th. Okay, so we have hundreds of promo sales. Tens of thousands of dollars have gone into MetaZoo Hello Kitty promo purchases just on eBay. And yeah, these are people who went to the convention and flipped them. But look, when you got a line 1,000 people long for every single promo drop, they're handing out a lot of these, and a lot of these have yet to show up on eBay. And I'm sure some will trickle into the ecosystem, the trading card ecosystem over time. Anyway, what a fun thing. What a great problem to have when you go to a huge convention like San Diego Comic-Con and they shut you down because of your overwhelming success. Like, that is just a really cool thing. So stay tuned, MetaZoo fans and fanatics. We have a lot of exciting things coming up. The Flame Tower is next weekend. It's going to be an exciting time, especially for players. They are doing a lot of cool things for the MetaZoo player base. And then, of course, more conventions where you can meet artists and get promos and have a lot of fun as well. Probably culminating in one of the coolest events yet to come this year will be the New York Comic-Con in October, which I guarantee you is going to be a massive event, especially given what we're seeing for the San Diego Comic-Con right now. That's all I got for now. Thank you, MetaFam, for stopping by. As always, I do appreciate this opportunity to entertain you fine peoples of MetaZoo. This is Argos, signing out.